giving away this 1,000 horsepower G-body. Go over to lsnasty.com.
Check out our merchandise. Every dollar you spend is an entry to win this.
Tell by the title, we're working on the OG, the COWMARO. But before we talk about that, let's go over here and talk about Brown Sugar, where you guys can win this ride. We got, first time ever, we got tanks up on the store because, you know, it'd be hot at the racetrack. My boy BJ has been requesting tanks forever. So boom, we got tanks up on the website. We got a bunch of brand new merchandise. Every dollar you spend at lsnasty.com gets you entered to win this hot rod right here. 1,000 plus horsepower. Based off fuel consumption, it's made north of 1,200, but I know you guys be like getting moody with all the numbers, so we'll just call it 1,000 horsepower because that's enough to poke all your eyes out. So come on over here, check this thing out. Holley EFI. Power glide transmission, 94mm turbo. This thing's bad to the bone. 408 stroker LS. Every time I post something for sale on Turbo Bullet, they just be like, how many entries does this get me? Like, just picking on me. But at least you guys are watching, you know we're giving away this hot rod. I don't know if anyone has ever given away a vehicle that's as fast as this. Just talk about sheer speed. Like, they've given away a Lamborghini, yeah, that's cool. This thing right here will peel your muffin cap back blue. Look it, the shirt says certified muffin cap peeler. Turn around, there it is. It is a certified muffin cap peeler. Honestly, to whoever wins this, when we're getting down to the wire, so if you haven't got your entries, you need to go to lsnasty.com and shop around, buy some stuff. But whoever wins this, tread lightly. It's like petting a snake. I mean, this thing right here will literally...
You don't want to get bit.
Yeah, ask Matt. Matt's recovering from a snake bite.
Yes, yes. Pet the snakes gently.
Yeah, so. But yeah, I'm excited to give this away. Yeah, or that. So maybe when we win, like we'll coordinate with the winner, we'll go right to the racetrack and like we could watch them make a pass. I don't know if I even want to be around for that just because I'd like, that stresses me out. So, alright, anyways. Back to the car that got it all started. If you guys don't know about the COWMARO, this thing right here is like the OG ass cracker. I whooped up on Guitarmageddon ZL1, like literally I'm like 10-0 against him, can't lose. Those videos, like from years, it was like probably 3 or 4 years ago, we would go to the racetrack and we'd have like this little YouTube call out thing before I was really into racing, like we were just like glorified testing tuners, and I'd be out there wearing his ass out, wearing everyone's ass out. I mean, I was literally just messing people up with this thing. Probably got 1,000 passes on the motor.
I think we should have another YouTube call out. We got Slick Rick.
I think we should have another YouTube call out. I think we should. We'll work on that. Listen, everyone gets upset because we go and talk smack. We just like to talk shit and race. That's what we do. We also like to hold people accountable.
Is it really talking shit though if you back it up?
No, it's not. Talking shit is part of racing.
Facts.
Talking shit is part of racing. If you can't handle it, maybe racing isn't it for you. Maybe just go to test and tune. Like I was in the test and tune stage at one point and I've outgrown that. But I also like to hold people accountable. So when they say stupid comments and I call them out, they're like, John, you're in your feelings. Well, no, I'm just holding people accountable for what they say, and I'm challenging that. There's nothing wrong with that. So Petty John is in the video right now, and I'm here to hold people accountable. Salty John will be in later videos this week doing some fab work, but Petty John is here. And yeah, like I said, this thing right here, Jeff from RPM Motorsports High PSI TV originally did the turbo kit, and literally whooped so much ass in that thing, it was starting to be illegal. I mean, I was literally just going out there, street car, running like, I don't even want to tell the times. For the time period and a 4,000 pound IRS car, it should not have gone as fast as it did. I mean, this thing was flying, pulling wheelies, and doing all this crazy shit. Just unreal. Since then, I haven't really raced it much. I take it to the track, drive it out there, whoop some ass, drive it back, keep it casual, drive it to breakfast every now and then. And then Huron Speed reached out to me. They're one of my great sponsors. As you can see, we got Huron Speed banner on the car over there. We've run a bunch of Huron Speed products before, done some R&D for them as well, and this is one of their R&D products. They're just getting ready to release it to the public. This is the T6 5th Gen COWMARO Turbo Kit. So, comes with big ass intercooler, nice radiator. turbo stand pedestal. I'm running a Force Inductions 94mm turbo on there. I got this nice stainless exhaust. Bolt-on kit. Now my car is heavily molested, so if you get one that's not heavily molested, it'd probably bolt on better, because I got like shit cut and brackets here and there, so kind of annoying that I did that, because if it wasn't there, it'd be a whole lot easier. Like, for example, I got a forward feed shift cable, which doesn't work, so I'm going to go to a rear feed shift cable. Again, I've previously molested it. If I didn't have a shifter and I had to buy one, I would have just bought a rear feed.
Yeah, it's got the crossover. Look at that.
Yeah, look how nice this is.
Yeah, nice.
So, some of the R&D stuff that we did was this originally had 2 wastegates on there, and now it's got one 60mm wastegate. I preferred doing the single 60. It's a lot easier to plumb. You just go into one wastegate. I think for this size turbo and this power application, a single 60 is, you probably could have just done one bank and it would have done all right, but this one's set up to run both banks. We'll show you guys the fitment of it. This is a VS Racing wastegate. This is about as big as they come. If you run a Turbo Smart wastegate, it'd be like literally half the size. So this big old Johnny fits in there like a dream. Vents straight down. You got room to put your CO2 stuff if you're going to run CO2 boost control, or your vacuum lines or anything like that. So big thumbs up to her on speed, making a kit. It goes on good. It comes with your motor mounts, comes with a pedestal on this side. It comes with your T6 turbo flange, super sturdy, your log style manifolds, which work great. We actually got their manifolds on this turbo kit, as you can see. I'm a big fan of them.
Yeah, they look good.
They're compact, they make really good power. That's a custom in-house kit by yours truly, Salty John Fab, and a little bit of, Matt, what's your fabrication name? Like mine's Salty John Fab, what's yours? Grumpy Matt Fab.
Do it right.
Wow.
Fab.
Wow.
Dang.
Wow.
Shots fired.
Yeah, what are you talking about there, Matt? Huh? What? No, talk to the camera with your stylish haircut. He's got nothing to say, folks. He's got nothing to say. Turn the camera away from me. He's got nothing to say. He's got nothing to say. So now we're in like the button-up stage of this build, where we got everything all mocked up, everything checked out for the R&D, made a couple changes. So you guys at home, when you guys install this kit, it'll go on like a breeze.
Crossover's perfectly level. The crossover is perfectly level.
Matt has an issue with the way I angle my crossovers. I think airflow is better uphill, so I angle them a little bit uphill. I have 2 in here that show that. The twin turbo kits, though, there's no crossover, so you can't get me on those. But yeah, I mean, this thing, it's bad to the bone. So we got everything RTV'd up. We are putting our turbo drain line in. We got our turbo drain on the turbo feed fitting on the turbo. His kits are really nice. They come with your feed and drain lines. We have in-house Brown & Miller crimper, so I'm kind of splurging a little bit, doing some crimp-on fittings, just to make it look nice. I like them. I'm bougie, I guess. I don't know. I got it. I used it. So we're getting that done, and then it's really just button up the cold side, which goes on like a dream. And we got to put a radiator fan on there and then do some wiring.
Bam.
Then we're done.
Yeah, plumb CO2 boost control. A little bit of fuel line, we're redoing some stuff.
So Matt wasn't around when I took this apart, and I have this issue when Matt's not around where I just kind of go like buck wild with it. And I'm like, Matt's not here to yell at me, so I could do whatever I want. And I may have cut all the wiring to the CO2 boost controller, which is, you know, it's all right because Matt's really good at wiring. And this thing had rubber line for all of its vacuum line everywhere. So we're getting rid of the rubber line. We're going to do some push lock line, make it look a little bit nicer. This thing here,
fuel line stuff.
Yeah, this thing here is on stock computer. So the wiring harness is stock, so it doesn't really look all that good. But it's all right, I think, for what it is. I mean, you guys have to understand, this original build on this car was 7 years ago. That's ridiculous. I can't believe I've been doing this for this long. I usually quit my job every year and get a new one. So, all right, go over there, follow Matt. Matt will show you guys what it's like to do a crimp-on fitting. We already got one side done. He's going to crimp on the other side, and then we'll snap that up on.
Alright, so some of you guys probably seen the Brown & Miller stuff. We got a chop saw here with a diamond tile saw blade. So it's going to... Diamond! Got a mark right here. I want to build, when we get our plasma cutter, I want to build something that bolts on here that like holds this.
Wait, we're getting a plasma cutter, by the way.
Plasma table.
And we're getting something to get rid of this bird up there.
Yeah, I don't think that's a bird, but
No, they got weird birds here.
yeah,
Erwin.
it's Erwin birds are different.
Bam.
Clean cuts.
Clean cuts. So, do that. Take this, spray some WD-40 in this bad boy. Take our expander here after we put a. It's like doing brake lines. And like when you get done with all your brake lines, you're like, damn, that looks good, and then you look and the furl's not on it, and you're like, shit. Shit on it.
Did you guys see how he expanded that real quick with just one breath?
Yeah, that. We already have a machine set up. Say you adjust it. You all, when you do it, you want to stand on all your lines.
Yeah, don't
Yeah, that's ideal.
Listen, there was a flood in here the other day, okay? We have to do some renovations.
These you don't have to worry about clocking it because you have a straight. Anytime you have a straight on one end, you don't have to worry about the orientation of it. If it's any other degree fitting, these don't swivel, so it needs to be clocked correctly if you guys are at home doing this. So, do that, slide it down in there.
Good job, John.
Oh, it's nasty. Pest extermination.
Sir, what?
Got a little micro switch there. Turns it off.
Micro switch.
Yeah, big micro switch. Big. Let's pull this one out first. They call me the Crimping for a reason.
I have one hand. There it is.
Goodness
You
gracious.
got
there.
crimp too? Damn, dude, this has gotta be. Crimping ain't easy. Do not rinse your line out with brake clean. You'll get yelled at by Matt personally. He'll show up at your shop and start yelling at you.
Some lines, some brake clean can deteriorate some material, so don't ever clean it out with brake clean.
Not advised.
Yeah.
You'll get yelled at by Matt.
Did you, it's got RTV on it?
Yes, it does. RTV'd the hell out of it. Use our Motion Raceworks. Damn, this poor thing has seen some shit.
Damn, this is gonna be tough because we gotta leave this loose to get our orientation right over 90, but you can't get in there to tighten it up when it's in there.
I say you just guess and you tighten it. Just
right
guess.
Just right there?
Yeah, just do it. Sometimes you just gotta feel it. Alright. Hold on. Let me tighten this
Delivery.
outside.
I think I had it. Let's look it up.
I'll go.
and tighten that later.
Yeah. Get hype. Tell them about it.
When's brown sugar? It's like an old man.
I know.
It's LS.
He even said it like an old man. Wind brown sugar.
Mint interior.
Mint.
Plastic. Plastic exhaust.
This.
No, you need to find that.
The turbo drain's about 4 inches too low.
It's halfway.
About.
It's halfway down the sump in the pan. But think about how high the turbo is. It'll never back up that far. It'll never back up to the turbo. You think it'll back up to the turbo?
Did it smoke when you braked?
Before, the turbo was way lower, yeah. The drain line was about level.
I don't think it'll back up there, but
No, when the turbo was level, yeah, it did.
Yeah.
How'd you know? I go down this hill and hit the brakes and it looked like, damn, Thomas the Tank Engine was coming into town.
oh, you know who it looked like?
Yeah.
Alright. Alright.
Pop that sucker loose. I'm on no oil
So
will
it's just
fall. No
Alright.
oil.
Your angle.
Oh, I don't think it's a thread, my guy.
It is. Your angle way up.
Look at that.
No, you're still angle. Don't cross thread it.
He just stopped me. I hope you guys saw that. That's like the you're holding the flashlight wrong, kid.
Should we leave it a little loose and try to tighten that? Because it was kind of loose in the pan, wasn't it?
No, that's pretty tight in the pan now. You hold it where you're happy with it.
Yeah, no, about right there.
All right, look at that. We just cleaned that up in this mess here, and we are turbo drain done. Check that off the to-do list, boys.
Hey.
All right, guys, it is the next day. Wrapping up this video here, getting started on another one. I got sidetracked, my ADD, and started working on some other things yesterday. But back over here, I worked on the cow some more. I'm going to try to get this sucker wrapped up and back on the road. As you can see, we got the cold side all on there. God, dude, come on, you're better than that. So we got the cold side on there, got the blow-off valve, got to stick the fan on there. So we're going with a new fan. These are the fans that we run on everything. It's just this single, I don't know what they call it. It's badass though. This fan here moves a lot of air. So we got everything all buttoned up. We got our oil line, we got our feed line, or we got our feed line, we got our drain line on there. We got our hot side all RTV'd up. We got our cold side all on there. I just have to stick the wastegate on there, run my vacuum lines to my blow-off valve, to my wastegate, and then there's my vacuum block, so I gotta button all that up, remount my CO2 boost controller stuff, and then I should be good to go. So very excited about this because I'm able to put the factory hood on the cow. So the game plan with the cow is I want to start street driving it. I'm going to go and buy a set of 20-inch wheels, and I'm going to put the hood on there, and I'm going to like daily drive this. This is going to be like one of my cars. If I got to go somewhere, I'll hop in the cow. I love this thing. It's badass. This turbo kit here is great. I didn't really daily drive it before because I had the wastegate dump tubes facing up. So now that I got them with this kit where I could put a hood back on there, boom, street car, we're back at it. So it's still got air, it blows cold. It's got like all the goodies, and yeah, I'm excited about this. So big shout out to Her on Speed. If you guys are interested, go over there and check them out. Their F-body kits are amazing. Their truck kits are amazing. Corvette, they got a Fox body kit. And now the 5th gen Camaro, they got a couple different variations of kits for that. So go check them out, Her on Speed. Their link's always in the description below. And then, yeah, so we're going to get this sucker wrapped up. Thank you guys so much for watching. We got the Silverback Z06 back and running. We'll get the cow back and running. Then we got the 2 OGs on the channel up and running. That's what I like to see. Thank you guys for watching. Comment, like, subscribe. Don't forget, go get entered to win brown sugar. You guys could be driving that sucker home. We'll see you guys in tomorrow's upload.